In a few months' time, it's going to be WonderCon, which is a convention that happens in Anaheim, California every year, in which Funko has made exclusive items for since 2020. And although it is a tiny convention, last year Funko basically made WonderCon as one of its big three conventions, replacing Emerald City Comic Con. So for those that don't know me, I am DK Wrestler, and in today's video, I'm going to be making Funko Pop and soda figure predictions for WonderCon 2024. So let's get right to it. So for this predictions list, because WonderCon is normally a tiny convention, I'm only going to be doing a total of 6 predictions, 3 for Funko Pops and 3 for Funko Sodas. And I did take into account that something that's very common with WonderCon is that a lot of times it's very Disney heavy, whether it is Disney itself or Pixar or even something related like a Marvel or Star Wars that's owned by Disney. But a lot of the exclusives from the past years have been very Disney heavy. So let's start off with my 3 Funko Soda predictions for WonderCon 2024. So the first soda prediction I have for WonderCon 2024 is Ray Fillet from TMNT Mutant Mayhem. Now, recently we did have a Ray Fillet Funko Pop as terms to New York Comic Con 2023, and recently we have seen some new TMNT Mutant Mayhem sodas being Rocksteady and Splinter being released, so it seems like there is going to be more of a continuation as terms to the soda lineup for Mutant Mayhem. And so I feel like with Ray Fillet, who had a Comic-Con exclusive Funko Pop, it would definitely make sense for them to make a Comic-Con exclusive soda. Now, when it comes to the sodas, I tried very hard to think of different chases that are involved, and with this one, it's a little bit of a posing change. So of course, for the common, you would have regular Ray Fillet as you would see with the Funko Pop, but I think you do some sort of pose where you do see him singing as turns to the chase, maybe with, I guess it would be the one eye closed. I haven't actually seen the movie. I had to really watch a clip as turns to YouTube to look at that famous scene. But nonetheless, maybe some sort of posing change with the facial expression of him singing is what they can do with the chase instead of making some sort of specification like they've done with a lot of the sodas for this lineup. And although that entire lineup is a no piece count Funko soda set, this would be the only one in my opinion that deserves to be a piece count Funko soda for this set because it is a Comic-Con exclusive after all. The next Funko soda I have listed here is Skull Trooper from Fortnite. Now this one is a bit random. We have gotten some games pops as terms to WonderCon, especially last year we had gotten Dungeons and Dragons with the gelatinous cube for Funko Pops. But the reason I chose Fortnite in the Funko Soda category is because I actually could not think of what they can do for a Funko Pop. There isn't really kind of a trend that they're going towards as terms to what could be next. I know the recent wave of pops we've gotten has been towards more of the end of chapter 2 and the beginning of chapter 3, but it's kind of all over the place, and I think it'd be really cool if they dabbled into Funko Soda figures for Fortnite, and the perfect character would be Skull Trooper to kick off since it is one of the more OG skins of Fortnite. Now, of course, the common, you have the normal skeleton outfit as you see, the white and black, but for the chase, you make it as the purple outfit, one of the more rare versions of Skull Trooper, and especially they made a Funko Pop back at, I believe, E3 in 2020, so it definitely makes sense just to do a color swap as turns to the common and the chase figure, and it would also be very logical that this would be shared with GameStop because after all, Fortnite is a popular video game, so it makes sense to be shared with GameStop. But nonetheless, I think if you were to start Funko Sodas for Fortnite, I think a perfect spot would be at a convention just to see how it would do, but I think with certain skins, it would be a very successful Funko Soda lineup. And the third and final Funko Soda I have listed for WonderCon 2024 goes into that Disney route, and it is a Funko Soda figure of Shenzi from The Lion King. Now you're probably thinking, DK, why didn't you put Bonsai or Ed in this? And that's because those are the chases for Shenzi. It is going to be a Funko Soda figure that has 2 chases, which I have done these kind of predictions before where I am predicting a Funko Soda with 2 chases as a convention, and it hasn't been really done in quite a while, but I think this would be a perfect time here for a couple of reasons. First off, because it's something that could be really refreshing for the soda lineup since we haven't gotten it done since I believe the Auto Fantastic Plastic Soda at San Diego Comic-Con in 2022. too. And another thing is because The Lion King actually celebrates its 30th anniversary in 2024, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of Funko related products for Lion King this year in 2024, and I feel like this would be a great way to do a Lion King Funko soda, especially at a convention. If you're thinking about, let's say, a Scar or a Simba or a Rafiki or characters like that, those have to be either regular exclusives or commons. I don't think they should be Comic-Con exclusives, but a character like Bonsai Shenzi Ed, who actually had a 3-pack of Funko Pops for Emerald City Comic-Con back in 2019, it'd be really cool to be dabbled into a Funko soda form where you can do 2 chases as terms to the Funko soda, and I think it'd be something that would be very desired, since I feel like a lot of sodas lately haven't really had that desire that it once had. Now, going into the Funko Pops, the first one that I have here is a pop comic covers of Falcon for the Marvel lineup. Now, Falcon is a random character to do a comic covers for, but there is logical explanation behind this, and that is mainly because of the upcoming release of the Captain America New World Order movie. For those that may know, of course, Sam Wilson, aka Falcon, in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, officially became Captain America, hence how this movie is being made. And even though the movie isn't coming out until 2025, I did talk about in, I believe it would have been Friday's video, about the huge leaked list, and it showed Captain America New World Order, that most likely the Funko Pops for this movie are releasing this year due to the movie originally releasing this year. However, it's been bumped back due to the strike that had happened in Hollywood. So with that, they're probably going to be releasing a huge set of Pops, and I feel like this is a way to promote that movie, is because Falcon is Captain America now, and they've done this in the past where they would do comic covers to kind of promote the movie that said character is a part of. So I feel like they would do something like Falcon, especially because I don't know how well it would sell as either a common cover or even just a regular Target exclusive, since a lot of them have been Target exclusives as of late. So making it a Comic-Con exclusive, I think, definitely makes sense, since not a lot of them have to be made compared to regular exclusive or common covers. The next set of Funko Pops I have is a 2-pack, and it's of Ember and Wade from Elemental. Going back to the Disney route, more specifically Pixar, one reason I chose this is because we had never gotten Elemental Funko Pops. Pretty much since Funko Pops have been made, Funko's usually on the ball with making Funko Pops as terms to being on time for a release of the movie. We've seen it with, let's say, Soul, with Turning Red. We even seen it with Lightyear, but for some reason, Funko never released Pops for Elemental, which was a little bit weird because I think it did all right, but I'm surprised even we didn't even get one singular pop. So I feel like maybe Funko wanted to like see how the movie would do and then figure out if they want to do pops or not. And I think if they were going to do one, it should be a 2-pack with the 2 main characters of Ember and Wade. I think that's all you really need as terms to that. I don't think you need the other like element characters or like the dad of Ember. I think those 2 characters, even if it was 2 separate pops, which I could actually see them doing, is 2 separate pops, and they are sold either separately at different retailers or as a 2-pop bundle, kind of like what they did with the training Luke and Leia from New York Comic Con 2020. So I'm really surprised that they haven't done anything with Elemental yet, and I feel like this would be the perfect time, and if not, then I don't think they're ever going to make pops for Elemental, and they're just going to move forward with the next Pixar movie coming out later this year being Inside Out 2, which I'm actually super pumped because number 1 was one of my favorite Pixar movies of all time. And the third and final Funko Pop I have predicted for WonderCon 2024 is actually something that a lot of people have been talking about as of late, and I think if you're presenting WonderCon as the first convention of 2024, this would be a perfect place to debut it at. A female Freddy Funko. That has been a huge discussion over the last couple of weeks, is people noticing on the rewards page and the little like promo art for it is that they're showing artwork of a female Freddy Funko. And so like I mentioned, if there's any perfect way to present the first ever female version of Freddy Funko, it would be at your first convention of 2024. I think this would be a perfect place to debut the first version, and then you can do multiple versions later on, whether it's Funko Shop exclusives or future convention exclusives. But this would be something that would be really nice as terms to a convention exclusive, and something a lot of people would talk about, in my opinion. Whether her name may be like Francine Funko or Felicia Funko, I don't know the name of what the new girl version of Freddy Funko would be called, but Getting the female version in pop form finally would be awesome and would be a nice way to kick off Comic-Con exclusives for 2024. Anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed my predictions list for WonderCon 2024, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your predictions down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.